resemble, resemble, resemble.
This word means to look or be similar to something else, but not exactly the same. Here is a sample sentence. The new employee's smile resembled that of her sister, who was also working at the company. In this example, resembled means to have a similar appearance or likeness.
Resent, resent, resent.
This feeling is when you strongly dislike or are unhappy about something that someone else did, often because they didn't treat you fairly or with respect. Here is a sample sentence. After being passed over for promotion, she began to resent her boss's lack of confidence in her abilities. In this example, resent means to feel bitter or indignant towards someone because they have wronged you in some way.
Resentment, resentment, resentment.
It's a feeling of being unhappy or bitter because someone has treated you unfairly or done something that hurt you, and now you're holding on to that negative emotion. Here is a sample sentence. The long-standing feud between the two siblings was fueled by years of unspoken resentment towards each other. In this example, resentment refers to a strong feeling of bitterness or anger towards someone or something, often due to a perceived injustice or past hurt.
Reserve, reserve, reserve.
It's something that you set aside for later, so you can use it when needed. Here is a sample sentence. The hotel has a large reserve of rooms available for guests who need to check in late. In this example, reserve refers to a store or supply of something, in this case hotel rooms, that can be drawn upon when needed.
Reservoir, reservoir, reservoir.
It's a place where something is stored, often for later use. Here is a sample sentence. The large reservoir behind the dam provided water for the entire town during the drought.
Reside, reside, reside.
This means to live or be present somewhere, often for a long time. Here is a sample sentence. She resides in a small apartment on the outskirts of town. In this example, resides means to live or have one's home in a particular place.
Residence, residence, residence.
A place where someone lives, usually for a long time or permanently. Here is a sample sentence. The family moved into their new residence on the outskirts of town last summer. In this example, residence refers to the house or apartment where someone lives.
Resident, resident, resident.
Someone who lives in a place, usually for a long time or permanently. Here is a sample sentence. She was a resident at the hospital for several weeks after her surgery.
Residual, residual, residual.
This word refers to something that remains after something else has been removed or taken away. It's what's left behind. Here's a sample sentence. The residual heat from the fire still lingered in the room hours after it had been extinguished. In this example, residual refers to the remaining or leftover heat that persists even after the main source, the fire, has been eliminated.
Resign, resign, resign.
To stop working or being involved with something because you don't want to do it anymore, or because you're asked to leave. Here is a sample sentence. After 6 years as CEO, she finally resigned from her position to pursue new opportunities. This sentence demonstrates the verb resigned in action, showing that someone has officially left their job or role.
Resignation, resignation, resignation.
It's when someone officially says they're leaving a job or position, usually because they don't want to do it anymore. Here is a sample sentence. After 10 years with the company, she submitted her resignation to take on a new opportunity. This sentence demonstrates how the word resignation can be used in context. Let me know if you'd like more examples.
Resist, resist, resist.
To do this action, you try to stop something from happening or being done. You don't want it to happen, so you take steps to prevent it. Here is the sample sentence. The protesters tried to resist the police's attempt to disperse them, but were eventually forced to move. In this sentence, resist means to oppose or fight against something. In this case, the police's action.
Resistance, resistance, resistance.
It's the act of opposing or fighting against something, often because you don't agree with it or want to stop it from happening. Here's a sample sentence. The protesters organized a massive resistance against the government's new tax laws, with thousands taking to the streets in opposition. This sentence demonstrates how the word resistance can be used to describe a strong and active opposition or refusal to comply with something.
Resistant, resistant, resistant.
This word means something or someone that doesn't easily change or give in to something else, like an idea or a force. Here's a sample sentence. The bacteria in the wound were resistant to many antibiotics, making it difficult to treat. In this example, resistant means that the bacteria are able to withstand or be unaffected by the antibiotics.
Resolute, resolute, resolute.
This word means being strong and determined to do something with no intention of giving up or changing your mind. Here is a sample sentence. After much deliberation, she made up her mind to run for office, and with a resolute determination, she began campaigning across the city. In this example, resolute means firm in one's decision or purpose, showing a strong and unwavering commitment to achieving a goal.
Resolution, resolution, resolution.
It's a clear decision or choice made about something, often after thinking carefully about different options. Here is a sample sentence. The City Council voted to increase funding for local schools by 10% in an effort to improve student outcomes and boost academic resolution. In this example, academic resolution refers to the state or quality of being resolved or determined to achieve academic success.
Resolve, resolve, resolve.
To find an answer or make a decision about something that was unclear or uncertain, making it clear and certain. Here is a sample sentence. After much contemplation, she finally came to a resolve to quit her job and pursue her passion for travel. In this example, resolve means a firm decision or determination to do something.
Resort, resort, resort.
A place where people go to relax, have fun, or get away from their usual routine, often for a short time. Here is a sample sentence. After a long week, she decided to take a break and head to the beach resort in Hawaii for some well-deserved relaxation.
Resource, resource, resource.
Something that is useful or helpful, often used to achieve something else. Here is a sample sentence. The company invested in new software to utilize its human resources more efficiently. In this example, human resources refers to the people who work for the company. The word resource can refer to anything that provides value or assistance, such as people, materials, information, or energy.
Respect, respect, respect.
It's an attitude that shows you value someone or something, and treat them with kindness and consideration because they are important to you. Here's a sample sentence. She showed great respect for her elders by addressing them with titles and listening attentively to their advice. This sentence demonstrates the concept of respect as a feeling or attitude of esteem, admiration, or deference towards someone or something.